the second stage rather complete now. As you can see, the shuttering is completely full up, well, packed in with aggregate and the sand on top. So the sand is purely to make the surface smooth so that the damp-proof membrane won't be punctured by the stone. So we've flattened everything with the whacker plate, and now hopefully what you can see is that there is about a 4-inch gap between the top of the shuttering and the sand all the way around. And what the strings are there for, if you can see there's some slight strings, is so that I can measure at various points the depth from the top of the shuttering to get an average value of how much concrete we need to pour in to fill it up to make a level surface so that we can build a cabin on, hopefully next weekend. The membrane is now being laid within the shuttering and ready for to receive the concrete. So the concrete should be arriving tomorrow morning, which will be poured directly onto there, making a nice level base to build our cabin upon. Now, just one little interesting thing, you can see the conduit pipe for the cold water supply just protruding. Now what we have to do is form an effective seal around that to stop any damp from rising from the base underneath. Now what I have for that is what we call a top hat or a sleeve. I don't know if you can see this. This is going to sit on top of the pipe over there. So there we have, the concrete's just been poured. That is being pumped through these pipes, which are just being dismantled now to the front of the house. Right, and so after about 6 months of the cabin being in storage at Andrews, him and his nephew have been so kind to bring it down this evening and deliver it with his JCB. There is the log cabin all packed up. Now this is quite cool, log cabins and JCBs. Chris is manoeuvring the JCB nicely onto our drive. The concrete slab is now finished and ready to be built upon, and there we have it. Beautiful. All that hard work of digging and preparing the shuttering has all been worth it. There's the concrete slab now, 4 inches thick, laying on the type 1 aggregate and sand. And that's just loose aggregate that I've put around the sides, and some shingle over here so that the base doesn't accumulate water. I'm going to do that all the way around. So, 8:45 Saturday morning on the 26th of May. Starting to unpack the log cabin. Here we got the roof boards and the floorboards, plus in between, sandwiched in between, is the pressure treated timber floor bearers. That's going to support the weight of the entire cabin, and I need to get those out now and start ordering the pieces at the back in the correct kind of groups of different walls and sections so that we can start the build. Is it on video? So, here we have the next stage of the log cabin project, as you can see. Got my brother, Ashley, to help. Some power. That's it, yeah, so tomorrow it will be a lot higher. We're getting there. Brilliant. Okay, so there we have the cabin. All the walls, doors, windows have been built up, and now I'm just working on the roof. So in that portion you can see a slight kind of board type thing, and those are the roof boards going on. Slow progress, but hey, got to get the roof on before it rains.